We live.
From here?
You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County, Monday through Wednesday at 10 a.m. and Thursday at 11 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 56 degrees, going up to a high about 73. So it's gonna be real pretty, real pretty. I'm excited about that because we had so much rain last night. Let me tell y'all, it rained cats and dogs for real. You hear me? I'm talking about rain off the freaking hook. But it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. So happy to be here with you today. Got something a little bit different today going on, y'all. Got something a little bit different today. Started something new. It's called a Word of the Week with my girl Gwinnettcounty. So I'm gonna bring her on later. But before I get to that, I want to give my condolences to all the people who lost family members and friends in the senseless shooting once again. But this time it's in Canada. And my heart goes out to all of those who lost family members out there. It's just, we're living in terrible times as it is. And this just it's like throwing salt on an open wound. You know what I mean? You're dealing with the coronavirus, and now you got to deal with something like this. So 16 people lost their lives in Nova Scotia, Canada. My heart goes out to you, those who lost family and friends over there. The gunman was killed. His family's probably suffering. It's just crazy. Nobody knows why he did it. Most of the time, people don't know why they do these things. They snap. We don't know. We can't even guess. But it's sad, and it's sad. We're losing people left and right every day to the freaking coronavirus, and then you have some people that come along and want to do some craziness just like this. So, my heart and my heart goes out, and I give my condolences to all of those people who actually lost people in that. All right, so listen, today is so I got two things I'm going to announce today, right? First, I'm going to say happy birthday to Cameron Copeland. That is my grandbaby's dad. His birthday is today. Happy birthday, Cam, to you. So his birthday is 420. So now for a lot of you, you know what 420 is. I ain't going to say it because I know you know. Today is 420. Yeah, I know what 420 is. And also today is National Cheddar Fries Day. So now you can pick. Some of you may dive dead into 420 and then go and dive dead into National Cheddar Cheese Fries Day just because of 420. Y'all know what it is. So it's National 420 and it's National Cheddar Fries Day. Right? That's funny, right? So I didn't know what that was until I met Cam. Like when I met him, I didn't know what 420 was. I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is it? Because you got to be in that space. You got to be in that space to know what 420 is. I had no clue what that was. So that was funny to me. But it is National Cheddar Cheese Day. And it's also National 420. So happy birthday, Cam. It's your birthday. Enjoy your day. I want you to have a great day. And so, I'm sure he's probably going to come through today and see the baby. They're probably going to buy him a balloon or something. So that's cool. All right, listen. So I got something different today. Before we do our horoscopes, I'm going to be doing something different. So I am bringing on my good friend, Gwinnettcounty. She is the author of Say Yes to Bliss, how co-founding the first plus-size doll company inspired 9 transformational lessons to inspire your soul, empower your business, and help you say yes to bliss. She's also the CEO of Dynamic Life Enterprises, which is a company that helps you get your mindset right so we can do all these amazing things that we're supposed to do. She also created this amazing card deck called I Am You Are. And so every Monday to kick off your week, because I ended off with inspiration of the day, to help you get through the rest of the day. But she's going to start you off every Monday with the word of the week. So her business is about, and I'm going to bring her on. I'm going to let her tell you about what that's all about. Listen, I keep telling y'all, my goal is to make this a show that's entertaining, empowering, uplifting, inspiring, all those good things, as well as informative. Right? That's the goal. So I will be bringing on great people from around the world, talking to you on segments on Thursdays about business, politics, technology, innovation, all of that stuff. That's going to be on Thursday. That's my noise. So here's the thing. Originally, I was going to have a whole separate show called Noisemakers, right? And I was like, yeah, that's too much. I got too much on the table to do. So I don't want to do another show. I'm doing 2 shows. One is a marketing show. And then, so it would have been 3 shows. It would have been Noisemaker, Good Morning Gwinnett, and the marketing show. And I was like, oh God, I really don't want to do a 3rd show. Something told me, well, you interview people on Thursday anyway. How about you just bring on noisemakers on Thursday? Whether they be noisemakers locally, noisemaker beyond, whether they be in politics, business, or innovation, technology. Why don't you just make that the day? So Thursdays, we're going to start back interviewing people because I had stopped. I had stopped doing that because of the fact that the studio, we have a studio in Decula because of that. So I had to stop doing the show because we could not go into the studio. And so we postponed going into the studio, and I wasn't interviewing any guests. Now we're back to interviewing people. So here we are. But anyway, without further ado, I want to bring Georgette on to give us the word of the week. Welcome, Georgette.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Gwinnett. How's everybody doing out there?
All right. She said good morning. I don't even say good morning Gwinnett. I say good morning Venetians, right? Yeah, I do. So, Gene, that's my thing. I affectionately call her G, so she's going to give us the word of the week. And then after she gives us the word of the week, I'm going to go to a song, and then I'm going to come back and bring you your horoscope. So, and then she's going to stick around today, y'all, and kind of hang out with me today. She may stick around every Monday. I don't know. I have to check with her on that and see where she is on that. But after she gives us the word of the week, I'm going to go to one. Well, I'm not going to go to a song. I'm going to jump right into the horoscope. Then I'm going to go to my song. So, G, what is? Tell people about the I Am You Are cards, and then give us the word of and your whole. I know you have this whole initiative you're going around words called Word Share. Tell us a little bit about Word Share, and then give us the word of the week.
Okay, so well, thank you again so much, Audrey, for letting me do this and share the word of the week with all your Gwinnettians out there. I'm so excited about that. But so the word of the week really comes from my card deck, the I Am You Are card deck, and I created that because everybody has their own journey, and whether you do self-development or whether you don't do self-development, anytime you try to tap into who you are, you have challenges about your limiting beliefs and the things that have been told to you. So I created this deck to help me. I always knew about affirmations and wanted to be able to find words that meant something to me and use them in my daily practice. And so I decided to do this card deck. And basically the card deck you can use by yourself when you want to do affirmations, or you can actually use them with other people. And I think the strength that I get from using them with other people is that it allows everybody to be present and to be able to share positive words with another person, as well as empower yourself. So my campaign that I'm starting is called the Positive Word Share Movement, and it is a way to have these cards brought into communities around the world so that we can start being able to speak more positively about who we are as people. And I think we definitely all need that in this day and age. It's about your words carry power, your words carry energy. And I think the more you are sending out positive energy and positive words, the more it helps you to create a life that's more positive and more energetic. So,
all right.
I'm very excited about doing that. So I'm going to get on with the word of the week for everybody. So happy. I also do the word of the week too for my Dynamic Life show, which is a podcast as well. If you want to check that out, I'd be happy to have you listen every Sunday on that show. But the word of the week, so what I like to do is shuffle my cards so people know that, hey, I'm pulling from this deck that I use every day. And
I feel like we're about to play a spades game. I hit a card shuffle, and I feel like we're about to play spades right now.
I'll play spades with you.
That's a shame.
Tell me about that one day.
Yes, we will.
But yeah. So the word of the Bob. This is an interesting word today. But I think when I pull my words, I think it is what shows up is what shows up. And I think there's people out there who need to hear whatever that word is. And I don't pre-poll, so whatever shows up is new to me as well. So the word of the week today for everybody is peaceful.
Ooh.
Yes, that's what I said when I saw it. Peaceful. It's about being tranquil and calm within yourself. And I think based on what's going on in this world, the outer world as well as our inner world, I think peaceful is a beautiful thing to attain, right? During this time, because it is about you looking at what's going on and staying calm and peaceful within all of this chaos. So, so peaceful is the word for the week. You can use that in an affirmation. You know, every time what I find is that we look in the mirror so many times during the day when we wash our hands, and I would love for people when they do that to just look at themselves and to say a positive word about who you are. I know for some of us that can be a little bit difficult because we're not used to doing that. But doing affirmations and using positive words is all about changing how you feel about yourself. And so that's what I would love for you guys to do during this week when you go wash your hands, because we are washing our hands way more than we ever have before. So every time you wash your hands, you just look at yourself and you say, I am peaceful. I am peaceful. And look at yourself and look at those beautiful eyes out there that, you know, that you are blessed to wake up this morning, because we're all blessed when we can wake up and see another day. So thank you so much. I'm so excited.
All right.
Peaceful is your word for the week. And I appreciate Audrey for having me on the show and sharing those things with you. Again, if you listen to the Dynamic Life Show podcast, that would be wonderful. And thank you again so much, Audrey. I appreciate it. So
all right.
Peaceful, everybody.
All right, cool. So stick around, G. We're going to bring you back on as I go through the show. But right now, I got to get ahead and get on my I know my horoscope. People like, hey, what happened to the horoscopes? We're going to get on to the horoscopes we can use. So listen, let's get on to our horoscopes. 420, y'all, April the 20th. Here are our horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen. For today, Monday, you got your word of the week. That's peaceful. Now we're about to give you horoscopes from the stars from Michael. So I got guests coming on. This is a good thing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kick it off like we always do. And that's with Aries. Confusion could result when communicating with others. Avoid letting family get involved in your personal life. You can learn from those who have similar experiences. Keep your family out your business, Aries, and the way to do that is don't tell them anything. If you don't want folks in your business, I say this all the time, don't tell anybody. Now, I know sometimes we got to talk, we got to vent, we got to let it out. Keep them out your business. That's all. Taurus. Happy birthday to you, Taurus, out there. Happy birthday. 420 babies. Well, you're on the cusp. Like, you born today, you kind of like on the cusp, right? So you between the Aries and the Taurus right now. You're in the middle. That's why they call it 420. Anyway, y'all go look at it. If y'all don't know what 420 is all about. And hey, listen, I'm not into the 420. I tried it 1 or 2 times. It was too much for me. But anyway, now, you know, that explains. I watched a documentary last night. It was like 3 hours worth. And I was like, wow, so much on. Now I know why the day 420. Anyway, let's go. Taurus, don't expect the whole family to be overjoyed. Make any decisions you have in order to avoid feeling unsettled. Accept the inevitable and continue to do your job. Listen, don't make any decisions today, especially if you're feeling unsettled, right? That's the worst thing to do is make decisions when your mind is all messed up. Get your mind right. Take a break. Step back. Find some peace in your life today, right? And then try to make the decisions. If you feeling all wishy-washy, don't do it because you're probably going to make the wrong decision. Gemini, raise your self-esteem and your confidence if you want to get back into the mainstream again. Okay. You can make personal changes that will enhance your appearance and bring a greater popularity. Try to deal with it quickly. Don't dwell on past regrets. Listen, get out of the past, Gemini. You can't change it. It doesn't mean anything anymore because it's over. Don't dwell on the past. Deal with whatever it is right now. Don't let it linger on to tomorrow. Handle it right. Handle your business right now. Don't be living in the past. Let it go. Move forward. This is about forward motion. Cancer, do your job and don't ask favors. Don't ask for favors. You don't need to spend time with friends. You need to spend time with friends and family. Passion will be the only answer. Okay, passion. That's a big word, Cancer. That's your only answer. I don't know what it's the answer to, but it's your only answer. That's what it says. I didn't say it. Michael said it. Leo, take a look at your legal position. Try to take some time to listen to their complaints and in turn do something to appease them. Mingle with those who have similar interests and you should be able to start something. Okay. Let me tell you something. There's nothing better than being able to talk to a fellow person with the same interests. Trust me when I tell you, it's hard trying to talk to people who don't have the same interests as you sometimes. It's really nice, Leo. Find somebody to share your interests and have a conversation. It's going to be the most refreshing thing ever. Trust me, I know. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't have many entrepreneurs I can talk to. I just very few. And it's always invigorating. Virgo. Someone you like may be receptive and actively seeking your company. A second chance will result in good work. Involvement in groups of interest will bring you in touch with important individuals. There it goes again. Find a group that you got the same interest in, Virgo. You never know, that special someone may be right in that group. You just never know. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Stay tuned.
Think I'll try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now's the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. 'Cause the right time, I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through, get you out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now's the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. 'Cause the right time, I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. So I gotta tell y'all something real funny. So that was not the song I had keyed up, right? Like I was like, what song is that? It was crazy. That song, I clicked it, it played, but that was not my number one song. It actually is number 5, which was weird, but it's okay because that's the song I needed to play right now. Hey, universe, do your thing. That's all I'm saying. All right, Libra. You might find group functions tiring. Finish those changes you've been talking about making to your residence. You ain't got nothing but some time right now. You sheltered in. Go ahead and fix it. You need to control your temper and deal with the situation rationally. Yeah, control your temper, Libra. Don't go out there getting all willy-nilly and crazy with it. Deal with it rationally. And go clean up. Fix the house. That's what you do. That's how, let the energy out. Go in there, fix the bathroom, paint, do whatever you got to do. Because I was looking at some stuff yesterday. I was like, man, we need to paint. Yeah, we need to paint the kitchen. We need to paint the stairs. We need to do some painting. All right, Scorpio. Get proper medical attention and confront your situation decisively. Short trips to visit others will do the whole family a world of good. You can make gains if you look at long-term investments. Now, listen. I don't know what short trip you're going to go. Maybe you're going to ride by grandma's house and blow the horn. Blow the horn. Don't get out the car. Just ride and wave, blow the horn. That's a short trip. Cross town, back home. Short. Put everybody in the car, cause see y'all been. I heard this on a Kelly Ripa show this morning. Quarantining. That's what we do in this house. There's a bunch of us, so we've been quarantining. So y'all been quarantining. Jump in the car, go on over to Grandma's house, ride by, blow the horn, tell her you coming, so she can look out the window on Grandpa. You know what I mean? Wave, hey, keep moving, don't stop. Just keep waving, keep going. Sagittarius. No, I done skipped somebody. Did I skip somebody? No, I'm right. I ain't right. Listen, I'm messing up. Sagittarius. A quiet, restful day, just staying in bed or catching up on reading will be your best bet. You will find the limitations if you've been overdoing it. You may meet that special person if you attend fundraising functions. Well, Sag, unless it's an online fundraising function, I would say you're going to have to wait on that one. So in the meantime, find you a good book. Curl up. Now here's the thing. It's a whole lot of virtual events that's going on right now. And I'm going to talk about that when it's time to announce the events. Because I haven't been announcing events because nothing has been going on. Well, today, my calendar was filled with so many virtual events. Because remember, they're virtual, so they're around the world. But I'll talk about that in the next segment when I do the events. So you do some fundraising from home. Don't you go nowhere. You go do a virtual event. Capricorn. Risks will not be profitable. Be careful what you consume today. 420 cheddar fries. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, G? Today is 420 and National Cheddar Fries Day. Be careful. Too much of anything, Capricorn. Yeah. Too much of anything, though, Capricorn, is not good. Too much cheddar fries and too much 420 may not be good for you. Listen, I told you too much. Don't go to that lady over there in Good Morning Gwinette. I said don't do too much. Remember, my show is recorded. They can go back and listen to what I said. Be careful what you consume today. Use charm, but don't be phony. Look, Capricorn, just don't be phony. Don't nobody like phony people. I know I don't. The minute I smell phony, I'm like, ugh, I want to throw up in somebody's mouth. Yuck. I know that's nasty, right? I don't do phony. All right, Aquarius. Your added discipline will help you complete the impossible at work. You can find yourself caught in a one-sided relationship. You can dazzle members of the opposite sex with quick wit and aggressive charm. Listen, first of all, you're in a one-sided relationship. I don't know, is that with a partner, with your job? I don't know what that's about, but it's one-sided. Somebody's side has laid down. So just know that. But in the meantime, you want to charm some folks, you can do it today. Anybody of the opposite sex, hey, you got some sex appeal, some aggressive charm, you can get them. Go get them, tiger or tigress. All right, my fellow fish Pisces. This is Georgette, now we both fish. Need some adventure in your life? Ooh, that goes without saying. Listen, y'all, we've been sheltered in 4 weeks now? Yeah. Need some adventure in your life? Yes. Listen to this. Exotic destinations beckon you. Escapist tendencies may lead to overindulgence. You may have problems with those you live with. First of all, we ain't claiming no problems with the household. I just told y'all I'm quarantining. It's too many. I'm not claiming that. Now, overindulgence, I don't know what that, unless it's going to be that cheddar fries. That's the only thing I ain't overindulging nothing else, maybe some cheddar fries. An exotic destination is probably going to be in my backyard looking at the rabbit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. I saw the rabbit yesterday. It was so cute. I love rabbits. I had a rabbit when I was a little girl. His name was Red. He was white. He had red eyes. And, okay, I got a story. Y'all know I got a story. So my rabbit name was Red, right? And I named him Red because he was white and his eyes were red. So I named him Red. And so the man who sold me my rabbit, his name was Mr. Willie. He used to live next door to my grandmother. And so Mr. Willie, he gave me the rabbit. He had like this whole thing of rabbits. He raised rabbits. And so remember now, I was born in Albany, Georgia. That's why it was rabbits outside. He used to raise rabbits. And he gave me a rabbit. I named the rabbit Red. They built me a cage for my rabbit. Took the rabbit home. Put the rabbit in the cage. My mother went to work. So before we went to work, I put the whole head of lettuce in the cage with the rabbit. I came back. Red was dead. Red had ate his little self to death. I killed Red. I had Red for about a day. I fed him the rabbit died, y'all. That broke my heart. I've loved rabbits my whole life. And
Wow.
Red died because I overfed him. All right, so listen, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. But be sure to tune in tomorrow again at 10 a.m. for another great line of superstars brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Thies. And remember, y'all, it's Winning Wednesday coming. I'm going to say something on one of these episodes that could win you some money on Wednesday. So if you don't listen to today and you don't listen to tomorrow and you don't listen to Wednesday to find out what I'm saying, you won't get a chance to win. So I want you to write this number down. 678-608-1413. That is the call-in number. You have to call in Wednesday at 10:35 with the correct answer to my trivia question. The question is going to come from today's show or tomorrow's show. But you have to listen to the show to know where it's coming from. If you do not listen to the show, you won't have a chance to win. My niece tried to get in. It's like, you can't get in. It's not for family and close friends, right? It's not. So, but it's for you all who's listening. 678-608-1413. You got to listen to today's show and you got to show. That's all I'm saying. If you don't do that, you don't have a chance. And I want to say something, but this is a family show. I won't say that. So, this thing, Georgette, is still growing. It's so scary because right now we're in Georgia. We're at 18,489 cases of the coronavirus. That's a lot.
Wow.
That's
I didn't
a lot.
know we were that much. That's a lot.
18,489, and this report came in last night at 9:30. 9:30. Georgia has over 18,000 cases confirmed. So let me give y'all, I know this sounds kind of drab, but I like to give the listeners a perspective about where we are in Georgia and how we're looking. So right now, Fulton County has 2,131 cases. 75 people have died. DeKalb County has 1,473 cases, and 24 people have died. My home, Dougherty County, 1,425 cases, 90 people have died. It has the highest death rate in the state of Georgia. Dougherty County.
Wow.
Cobb County, 1,148 people, 54 people have died. Right here in our good old Gwinnett, 1,124 people, 38 people have died. Clayton County, 520 cases, 17 people have died. And I only do the numbers that have double-digit deaths. Sumter County, 332 cases, 14 people died. Lee County, 274 cases, 15 people have died. That's right next door to Dougherty County. Bartow County, 250 cases, 22 people have died. And you know what's kind of weird is when I start getting to these real low number of cases but high number of deaths, that's kind of freaky too. Like Mitchell County. Mitchell County has 203 cases, but 23 people have passed away.
Wow.
Houston County, 166 cases, 10 people have passed away. Terrell County, 148 cases, 14 people have passed away. Randolph County, 144 cases, 13 people have passed away. Thomas County, 125 cases, 13 people have passed away. Clark County, 110 cases, 13 people have passed away. And those are all my double-digit counties with deaths in them. So, still, what we cannot do is get comfortable. I say that all the time. We can't get comfortable. People want to get comfortable right now. It cannot, because it's not over. There's, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because people want to get... I saw this guy on the news yesterday, G. And I get it. We're small business owners. We own businesses. We ain't got no money. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. Ain't us no money yet. Because they ran out of money Wednesday, so we ain't get none. So, he was like, I want to get back to business. My cooks want to come in. They want to cook. Sir, did you not see that this thing has not peaked yet? I ain't going to nobody's restaurant and sit up in there. I'm sorry. If I can't drive through the window.
Like you said, it's still happening. At the end of the day, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So everybody wants to get back to life. The people who actually are doing social distancing and are staying home, just because they're staying home, I mean, they don't want to get back to life any more than the people who are trying to, still go out in the street and not protect themselves and protect other people. I mean, we all want the way it was, but it's not going to be the way it was. And
Ever.
It's going to be longer. right, it's going to be long to get to any point of the way it was if we don't practice, you know, taking care of ourselves and being respectful for other people out there. You know, it's just going to be constantly there. You know, That's no way to live.
And what I don't understand is why can't people just get there? Like you said, we want to get back to normal, guys. Like we do. Like, you know, I haven't really gone. I think I've been out one time since Governor Kemp put us on that restriction. I think that was April the 3rd or April the 2nd or something. When he put us on it, that's the last time I've been out the house, except for to go in the backyard and walk. What is it? April the 20th? Mm-hmm. That's like 18 days or something.
Yeah, it's the 20th or something like that. I've only been out. It's 420. Yes, it's 420. But I've only been out. Yes, I think 2 times since we've been back from the conference. That was in March.
That was in March. That was like March the 9th.
Yes.
Right. They say sheltering, I'm sheltering in. So I get it. We're never going to be the way we were. So let's face that, right? And the longer we stay out, the more people are learning how to adapt to the way we are right now. So I was talking yesterday and I said, I wonder how many employers are gonna say, you know what, we don't need to have people coming to the office, because you can't say it can't be done, because it's being done right now. Like, some people are essential workers, they have to go to work, but there are a lot of people sitting at home behind their computer working. And I'm wondering how many employers are going to say, you know what, we could do this on a regular basis. Maybe they come in once a week. Yeah. I'm just wondering, because there's some great softwares out there right now that's making it real possible. Like, when I told y'all, let me tell y'all, I was on a think tank call on Friday on Zoom. I didn't even know Zoom had this capability. There was a moderator on the call. It was 20 people on the call, and the moderator split all of us up into rooms of 4. So she split us out of the call into a separate room. It's like we walked out of the main room and went into a breakout room. She put us in breakout sessions. It was 4 people in the session. I was like, that is amazing. I didn't even know Zoom could do that. And it's shameful because I pay for Zoom every month. Shameful that I didn't know. It's terrible. All right, listen, guys, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael. Listen what I'm saying. I would not be back with the horoscopes. I will be back to bring you more of a rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. You're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. Stuck on the horoscopes. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Good Morning Gwinnett show. It was I just thought about something. So my husband liked to tell jokes, right? And he loves funny stuff. So he was looking at something on Facebook. I think it was last night. Yeah, last night. He was looking at something on Facebook, and he said, Audrey, so I watched this show called My 600-Pound Life, right? And he was like, why you watch that show? And I watched the show because it's, I like to stay inspired. So I've dealt with weight my whole life, my entire life. That has been an issue for me. And I lost 126 pounds. So over the last month, I've gained like 7 pounds. So, I was kind of freaking out. I was like, man. So one of my friends reached out and said, hey, I just joined this business. It's got this tea called IASO tea. I think it's IASO tea. And I was like, oh, okay. So she told me this back in March, right? But I hadn't gained 7 pounds in March. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So Wednesdays is when my 600-pound life come on. So I watch it and everything. And I watch it because I have to remind myself that I did lose 126 pounds, but I could gain it back. So the last month, this 7 pounds that done crept up on me because I'm sitting here quarantining and social sheltering in or whatever you want to call it. So he said last night, he was reading something on Facebook. He just bust out and started laughing. And I said, what? He said, somebody put on Facebook, after this quarantine and all of y'all gonna be on my 600-pound life. And it was so funny when he said it. And I was crying because he's right though. Cause we're just kind of sitting back, kind of just being all happy, eating everything. And I had to go tell my mom because she had just watched she and my friend Rosa, they had just watched like a marathon because my mother loves sports, so there's no sports on TV right now. And they watched the whole marathon of my 600-pound life. So I went and tell her what the guy said or whoever said it. All this quarantine, y'all gonna be on my 600-pound life. But it was so funny. So of course I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and order this tea because I done gained 7 pounds already. So let me go order this tea right now because I can't gain that weight back. But anyway, I don't know. I was just sitting here thinking about that, and it was just funny because I was cracking up when he said it last night because it was funny. All right, so here's a good thing, guys. There's a company. There is a company in Lawrenceville called B. Marco Structures, and they're building hospital rooms made from metal containers. Yep, I think that's so cool. So they're using their facility in Lawrenceville. They normally make offices and restaurants and other structures from used metal shipping containers, but now they're going to be making hospital rooms out of this, and I think that's so cool. They call them Liberty Pods, and that's really cool because right now hospitals are filling up. Like coronavirus is not going anywhere. It's still here and it's still spreading. And I had to take my uncle to the hospital the other night, and when they and I went to the East Side, Georgia, because you told me East Side didn't have a lot of people. And so, he was I think he was just having an anxiety attack because he's older and he has some health issues. And he came to me, he said he couldn't breathe. So I started freaking out. Like I was in the middle of work and I was like, okay, we're going to stop right now and we're going to go to the ER. But then I was freaking out like, well, you didn't go anywhere. You couldn't have gotten anything. We've been very careful. But I think he was just freaking out because, my uncle passed away recently. Some of their friends passed away. We got a cousin that's in the hospital right now with it. She's very sick. And so our family and friends is just, it's rough, and I think he just had an anxiety attack. And so I took him to East Side. And when I tell you East Side is not letting anybody come through that door, if you're not a patient, you cannot go through that door. They stop you at the door. And I was like, and it felt so crazy, and I could feel his pain going through the door, like the pain of I'm gonna be here by myself. And I felt the pain because it's like, oh my God, like he's walking in the hospital, and I don't even know if he's gonna walk out. You know what I mean? So it's really like, so I sat in the car for like 5 hours until he came out. He kept telling me, you should go home. I was like, nope, I'm gonna sit in the car. I sat in my car because they would not let me pass the front door because I was trying to go in with him. And they was like, no, you can't come in. And I was like, wow.
I know. Oh, that's the crazy thing. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. But anyway, Liberty, B. Marco is building these Liberty Pods so that they can answer the call for more hospital rooms with these metal containers. I'm telling you, yes, we've lost people in this fight against this invisible war called Corona. We've lost a lot of people, but the innovation that's coming out of this thing, you know what I mean? The innovation that's coming out of this, it's going to change the way we do things. It is going to change the way we do things. So B Marco has 20 employees. They added 80 contract workers, more jobs. See what I'm saying? We have a huge deficit in jobs right now because all the companies that's closed down. But there are companies that are hiring. So they just brought on 80 contract workers, bringing their total number to 100 so they can build these hospital rooms made out of shipping containers. That's innovation for me, right? I would love to interview them. I would love to interview them and talk about how, even so last week I talked about the company over in Lilburn that made vodka, and they have started making hand sanitizers. Why? Because hand sanitizers have alcohol in them, right? So innovation has come out of it. Yeah, we're losing people and people are suffering, but we're definitely innovating. Yep, this is crazy. The company's currently working on 24 pods, 96 patient rooms for Phoebe Putney Hospital and Memorial Hospital. And that's in Albany, y'all. That's my home. That's where I was born, in Phoebe Putney. They are out of beds. When my uncle went into Phoebe Putney, he never came out. When he went in, and it still makes me kind of emotional because it's just weird to think he's gone. But when he went in Phoebe Putney, he never came out. And my aunt said to me, because I said to her, you should go to the hospital and get checked. She said, I'm not going to the hospital. That's his wife. She's like, I'm not going to the hospital. And I said to her, why? She said, Audrey, it was people laying in the hallway. I'm not going. And she wouldn't go. And her husband never came out. But they don't have any rooms. Albany is the hardest hit right now. And they got one hospital in Albany. Now, here's a crazy thing. And I don't even get off on this tangent because I've been on this too many times. Because I go home and I see things looking exactly the same when I was 5 years old. It's crazy. Like I often say, who runs this town? Albany has about 29,000 people. That's about the same size as Lawrenceville, right? They have an airport. It should be an anchor city because all of the towns surrounding Albany do not have an airport. So it should be an anchor city. It should not be one hospital in Albany with 29,000 people. We're in Gwinnett County, right? We got East Side, right? We got East Side, North Side Gwinnett, North Side Duluth campus. It should not. But anyway, I'm not going to get off on that. But anyway, kudos to B Marco for doing such a wonderful job and helping us answer the call to get more hospital beds so they can treat more people. I think that's a great thing that you're doing. I would love to interview you guys. So if anybody's listening to the show and they know somebody over at B Marco, please have them reach out to me, Audrey at Good Morning Gwinnett, to bring them on the show because I would love to talk to them about being how innovative they are being in answering this call because we need it right now. We really need it. All right, Kemp has said, you know what? Thank you, Governor Kemp. He urges Congress to add more funds to the payroll protection. Small businesses are not getting money. Like, they ran out of money last Wednesday, which is crazy. You know, crazy, because I'm not even stressing about that. Like, I can't, because I was like, you know what? I have no control over that. I just don't. But there's a small group of people. There's five groups of people that are not getting this money. So let's run that down real quick, G. Let me just tell you who they are. So if you in this group of five, you ain't gonna get no money no way. So here's the thing. All right, so let's kick it off. If you are a high earner and you think you're gonna get money through the CARES Act, you are not qualified, because if you make $99,000 in adjusted gross income as a single person or as a married couple filing jointly making $198,000 adjusted gross, you're not gonna get it. So you're out. So count yourself out. All right, that's one group. Now this is a tricky group right here. I thought this was kind of crazy, so if you're a dependent age 17 and under, right? I don't even understand how that works. Any dependents age 17 and under don't qualify. Now, while dependent children age 16 and under can net their parents a payment of $500 per child, high school juniors and seniors, college age dependents through the age of 24, and senior dependents won't be eligible for a payout. I don't even understand that. They're excluded. So 17 and under is excluded if they're dependent. Okay, so I don't get it. Right. I don't even understand that one. Because if you got a baby, of course the baby is a dependent. So you saying that the parent gets their money, but the baby don't get the $500 per child. So see, that's one of the things that a lot of people didn't know. So so this is according to the Motley Fool, which is a financial website. I'm pulling this from there because I thought that was interesting. Non-citizens. Well, that's kind of almost goes without saying. If you're a non-citizen, you're not going to get it. Unfortunately, you won't get it. If you are, this is going to piss some people off, but you should have been on your game. If you are behind on child support payments, they going to get their money first. So guess what? If you are in arrears, that money's going to go to the kid. So don't you even look for yours either, because you're not getting it. And people who owe money to the bank. So if you wrote some bad checks, if you wrote a bad check, you owe money to the bank, you ain't getting it. So if you're looking for that stimulus check, the CARES Act check, whatever it is, you're not getting it. So those are the 5 groups of people that are not eligible to receive a stimulus check. I don't even know where I fit. I'm a small business in there. I don't fit in that group. But on the small business side, I haven't seen anything. As soon as I heard fill it out, I filled out my paperwork. Haven't seen anything. Don't even know if I will. Ain't even stressing about it, because right now I'm on a mission. I have restructured my company. I ain't stressing about that because I don't know what's going on, and I can't spend a day worried about that. But anyway, Governor Kemp is calling for Congress to pass additional funding for a paycheck protection program because it ran out of money. So prayerfully, there are some of us who are really, 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 really struggling. I'm struggling, not that bad, not to the point where I'm stressed out. But there are some of us who have overhead, like mad. I have overhead because we have video, but not super mad overhead. And the person who owns the co-working space where I am, which is Amber Lott, thank you, Amber, she suspended all payments. So that's a good thing. So I don't have to worry about that right now. However, had she not, I'll be trying to, oh my God, I'm not even there. So we don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Because we don't know, like right now, it's a mess. All right, so the Duluth provides businesses during the coronavirus pandemic. In an effort to assist businesses during the current coronavirus pandemic, the Duluth City Council has relaxed and or amended the city's regulatory and tax requirements consistent with supplemental to Governor Brian Kemp April 2nd executive. Right now, they're trying to do all they can to help us, right? So license paper remains due as scheduled, but you're going to get some relaxation on the taxes. So know that. So it's been extended from April 30th to June 30th without interest or penalty. So you don't have to worry about that. But when this thing opens back up, get back on your game. Right? Get back on your game. Alcohol license renewals are also extended to June 30th without interest or penalty, so you got an extension on that as well. But your paperwork is due by June the 1st. So if you're trying to get a license for alcohol, it's extended to June 30th, but your paperwork needs to be in the office by June 1st. So they're trying, everybody, listen, we're all in this together, and everybody is working to make this thing better and better. Every little thing that we can do to help, that's what people are doing. Every little thing. We're doing that. So we're in it together. We're not alone. It is what it is. And we're going to get through it. I mean, it's tough right now, but we will get through it. All right, so there's a kid over in, see, this is what I'm talking about. That student uses 3D printer farm to aid frontline workers in the COVID-19 epidemic. See, this is what I'm talking about. So this is a young kid. His name is Eli Reese. He is making, he has a 3D printer, and he's putting his 3D printer to work. You hear me? Yeah. Yep. Because innovation, once again, he's learning new things, but what he's learned, he said, you know what, let's put this thing to work. 3D printer costs about $349. They're using it right now to help out, with the COVID virus right now. He lives in Sugar Hill, and he says, we need to be prepared. He said, I want to be prepared. And it's a great thing. You have to. They're 3D printing masks, the face shields, all kinds of things. There was a company I saw on TV last week. I think he does like woodwork and metal work or something. Well, they needed like these big shields and different things. I'm talking about huge pieces of plastic. He outfitted his manufacturing facilities from, I think it was wood that he was doing, to make these huge pieces of plastic. So innovation is coming. I love trying to create stuff, and I always say, I'm gonna get me a 3D printer. Now I wish I had one, because I could have made some masks. You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you could have made some face masks because right now we need masks. They need shields. They need plastic shields, and a lot of people are stepping up. There's a company. God, I can't think of the name of it. But they're hiring 60 seamstresses to come in and help make masks over in Swanee. 60, paying $19 an hour in hazard pay.
Wow.
Yep, they need 60 people, and because they need masks. They need masks. My husband works in pharmaceutical, and the mask they normally use at work is the N95, right? But they ran out. But they wanted to be able to help families of the people that work there, so they ordered like I think he said 50,000 masks at his job, and they gave everybody a stack of masks to bring home. So it's not the N95, but they still gave us something to bring home. So people are changing. We're all in this together, and the more we work at this thing, the better it's going to be. We just have to remember that it's not over until it's over. Stay sheltered in and be innovative from where you are, because you can be that way. You know, you can be that way. Every little bit helps. The business has skyrocketed because people find so many things they can do with them. Like, you never would have thought that people be making masks and face shields and things like that. And I'm talking about some really nice stuff. I was like, wow, that's really nice. Even with your Cricut, right? I have a Cricut. You take the Cricut, you can cut out the face shield part of the Cricut, of the mask on the Cricut. So that's a lot you can do right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, like if you program your Cricut with the specs for the face mask, the shield part of it, you can print it out, because the one I have the commercial one. And it it cuts out leather and everything. So cutting out plastic is a piece of cake. Yeah. So you can cut the face shield out. My husband has been tinkering with it, trying to figure out how to cut out, the shields and everything, because of course we want to help as well. He bought a whole bunch of stuff from Michael's before when we could go in the store. Now you can't even go into the Michael's no more. You have to order and get picked up on the curb. But before that, we went to Michael's and bought a whole bunch of stuff, and because we had the commercial Cricut. And he's been working on trying to figure out how to make stuff and, be a part of this whole, innovation that's going on right now. All right, so here's some good news, y'all. And what's crazy is I got a lot of news today that I'm not going to be able to get to. Normally, I haven't had a lot. But we're kind of getting back to, a little bit of stuff going on. But there's some good news. So there was a car accident Saturday on Lawrenceville Highway. And one of the people in the car, her name was Crystal Jones. She was pregnant. Yep. No, Crystal wasn't pregnant. She was in the car with Crystal Jones was in the car, and Christian Graham was pregnant. And so they had a car accident, but these police officers went to help them out of the accident, and they saved the baby. That's a great thing. Anytime we can save a life is a good thing. They thought the baby had went out the window.
Oh.
Yeah, but it didn't. It was in the back. It was in the back. So they were able to save the little baby and the mom. That's a great thing. So kudos to you guys. Let's give all the people doing good things a round of applause. The ones making the masks, the 3D printers, the ones making the shelters. Everybody get a round of applause. People doing good things. That's what I'm talking about. We got to keep doing it. Keep going. All right, I'm going to go to a song, and I'll be back after this song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned. You'll listen to the Good Morning Gwinnett show.
but I don't know how to get through to you. Because you don't seem to know that you are everything a girl could dream of. Baby, won't you hear me? Don't talk to me that way. 'Cause I think you're perfect for me, just the way you are. And I don't ever want to leave you. Baby, won't you hear me when I say, don't talk to me that way. 'Cause I think you're perfect for me, just the way you are. And I don't ever want to leave you. Baby, don't you talk to me that way.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. It's your girl, Audrey Bell, currently giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. You know, I gotta tell you, like, this thing has really changed the way people do things. I was looking at TV the other night, I think it was yesterday, and Planet Fitness, you can't go into the gym, but what Planet Fitness did was they released the app where you can do classes on your from the app, right? And I was like, and it's free, and I was like, that is freaking amazing. Now, they probably didn't even think about doing that up until now. Because I don't ever, you know what I mean? I never remember seeing a Planet Fitness app where you can go in there and do all these different classes online with Planet Fitness. So, yeah, so they're innovating. So, yeah, so you can go and you can download the app. They're not paying me. I was just thinking about all of the way, right, they're not paying me. I'm just thinking about all the ways things are changing. And like companies who hadn't even thought about, you know, a fitness app like Planet Fitness, like it would make sense, you know, but because people can't go into the gym and they're offering the service for free. Now, I know at some point, because it's business, it's going to turn into a paid service. And I get it, makes sense because they need to pivot, like after coming off this whole shutdown. That was one thing. Fitbit, which is what I have a Fitbit. They have online classes, but they charge a fee. It's a subscription service. They relax that fee for 90 days. So if you got a Fitbit, you can go in and do the Fitbit challenges and the Fitbit training. You get 90 days free. Now, that's a good way to get people who don't even use their Fitbit for nothing, you know, like not to take no classes, for them to get enrolled in the classes and get hooked on them. Now they got to pay the subscription fee in 90 days. So we are adapting, you know, and making some moves. And what made me think about this is that every day when I do announcements, I get a feed about all the different announcements, all the events that's going on around Gwinnett County. Now, I haven't gotten that lately because there's nothing going on around Gwinnett County. But this morning, my feed was loading, and it was red. It was live all the way across. It was so many things that was going on live. They were all virtual. And I was like, oh my God. So what happened was, if you go on Facebook and put in an event, it's gonna put, if it's a virtual event, it's gonna push that event out to all these different places where people can go on and find out what's happening live. That's where I got all my events from. It was so many events today. I was like, I can't even announce all the events. And that's what's cool. Like right now, it was my whole page was just lit up. It was red for live right now, and it was yellow for later. It was yellow for like an hour from now, and I think it was a different color for like later on in the day. It was crazy, and I was like, but that company too had to innovate, because when I normally go in there, it's events that's happening live in person. Theirs is not lit up. Like, they restructured the website. The website looks nice. I was like, oh crap. People are innovating. They're taking this thing serious. And so now if you put an event on Facebook, it's going to automatically syndicate your event out to other places. Also Eventbrite. So if you have an event coming up on Eventbrite, it's going to syndicate it out. I have an event coming up this Saturday. If you're interested in learning how to podcast, because this is where it all starts. Like, I have flipped my company to focus predominantly on voice marketing. Noise Media is focused predominantly on voice marketing, but it starts with podcasting. And so if you want to learn how to start a podcast, because it's more to a podcast than just starting, unless it's a hobby for you, and that's different. If you're thinking about doing this as a business, I'm doing a class this Saturday. And for more information about that, go to podcasting101.pro. That's www.podcasting101.pro. You can check out the class there. If you were looking for anything to do today, Facebook has a ton of virtual events, and a lot of them are free. Like, there's a Lady Rockstar class starting. It started already, so I'm late with that one. But it started at 11 o'clock. Lady Rockstar songwriting class. There's a bee class. I would love to see that. It's a class about bees. There's a virtual workshop about becoming a better virtual communicator. That starts at 12 o'clock. There's a fruit making pie class. The beekeeping class starts at 5:30. So if you want to do a free online beekeeping presentation, go to Facebook and type in Bushwood Bees free online beekeeping presentation. It's today at 5:30. You can check that out. That started at 5:30 today. There's a fruit pie class. If you want to learn how to make fruit pies, right? That's at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock today. So check that out. Go to and type in fruit pie live online class on Facebook. So these are all the live classes. So now, even though, I used to now seeing that were going on locally, there's nothing going on locally, probably where you are either, but there's a ton of virtual stuff going on. Ton of virtual stuff. So go online to Facebook. There's a ton of free virtual classes. When I tell you my screen was lit up, I was amazed. I was like, oh my, this is great. Because normally I don't get lit up. It's not lit up like that. And it's color coded. So you know what's live, what's coming up in the next hour and a half, what's coming up this evening. It's really nice. So we are adapting, y'all. It's not going to be the way it used to be. It can't be. Remember, Win It Wednesday, you have to listen to this show and tomorrow's show as well. And then you have to listen in on Wednesday. I'm going to go to my word of the my inspiration for the day. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and do my inspiration of the day, and then we're going to close out our show. Stay tuned.
I wake up on Sunday morning, feel that ache inside my heart. I can hold on any longer, seconds from falling apart. Wasn't like any other summer, still me left that warm summer breeze. Although you gave me your promise that you were never gonna leave, but you did, and you always will. Because to you,
for you today, guys. Thanks so much for listening. But before I go, I want to give you my inspiration for the day, and here it is. Successful men and women keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. We got to keep moving. You hear the innovation I'm talking about? I've been talking about it all show because I'm just amazed at how we have adapted to, as business people, to this whole coronavirus thing. You don't quit. You don't let it get you down. Even when you feel down, be there a second and get back up. Don't quit. Whatever you do, don't quit. I won't quit. I won't quit until they put me in the box. That's my theory. That's what I say all the time. When I get in the box, I'm done. Nothing else I can do at that point. But while I'm up here breathing and able, I'll keep moving. And that's what you need to do too. Don't quit no matter what you do. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Georgette, thank you so much for being on me today. I know I talk a lot, man, but hey, it's what I do.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's what I do is what I do. So thank you for giving us the word of the week. Georgette will be back on Monday again to give us the word of the week. You could have been anywhere in the world to spend the last hour and 10 minutes with me, and I appreciate you so much. If you missed any episode of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to the past episodes and share the show with your friends. Go to iTunes and like the show, give it 5 stars. And also, remember, I was upset last week. Nobody took me on my Win It Wednesday. I had a good gift, Yeah, you missed out. But I'm going to have a good gift this Wednesday, but you got to listen to the show tomorrow, and then you got to listen in again on Wednesday to see what my question is going to be. And every time I think about when I was like, okay, what trivia question is going to be? When I come up with the question, it's cracked me up because it's so funny. I told my husband what it was, and it was a good one. And he was like, where'd you get that from? I said, it was in one of the episodes that I talked about. He's like, oh, that was a good question. So make sure to listen to the show and share the show with your friends. You may not want to win the prize, but maybe you know somebody want to win the prize. People sitting at home right now, they don't have anything to do. Tell them to listen to the show. They can win a prize on Wednesday. Don't win it Wednesday. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Thank you again for listening. And until next time, y'all, stay safe, stay smart, and make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you missed an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you liked this episode, subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit www.noisemedia.us.